Now, if you look at, uh, if you try to read about Max on the internet, I'm sure you might have also come across these reports which say that this is more or less a remake of Ravi Teja's film Crack. Now, let me come to the question. Would you like to clarify, is it a remake or no? Because that's what it says all over on the internet.
Can you tell me the story of Crack?
It's the same police officer who takes revenge, something that happens. I'm honest, I haven't seen Crack, but I'm talking about reports.
I have not seen also, but I'm just asking what is the story of Crack?
Similar lines, a cop where he takes revenge for people that have been hurt. A do-gooder.
That is also one night story.
Yeah. Similarly, yes, that happens in the night. So that's exactly what is there on the internet. So that's the reason I'm asking you.
Okay. I hope it looks similar somewhere, so that even I can agree with this.
Okay. Now, you spoke about casting.
So by the way, it's a small thing. If at all we do remakes, we officially need to take a remake right. By
Correct.
the way. Got it. So I think Kalaipuli, Danu and me both put together, I think we have that much money that we can walk up to a producer and take the remake rights and come then just steal it and nourish it and put it across like a different story, right?
Yeah.
I've done remakes earlier. I have no hesitation in saying remake as a remake. But then if internet is digging in so much, I think I'm very glad they're showing so much of interest in my film.
Okay.
But well, it is very not very great to crack this whole crack that it is not a crack.
Okay. I wasn't trying to be rude. I was just
I'm
trying
not asking. I'm not even answering for you. I'm answering those people who have the question. But it is very. I say you crack the thing, you burst the balloon. Like I said, the crack is the word. So it's very unpleasant to crack the crack. It's not a crack. It's Max.
You spoke about casting the right ones for particular characters. So there's Sunil, and you have Varalakshmi Sarath Kumar, there's Pramod. So is this a deliberate or a conscious decision to cast somebody who belongs to the Kannada film industry, to the Telugu film industry, and the Tamil film industry? Is that a conscious decision that was taken, or how does that work usually, at least with your films?
Sometimes it is, sometimes it is not. I think if you have the right people, wherever they come from, it shouldn't matter. It's a matter of who are you able to position in that character as and when you write it. So the director had Sunil in mind. Now when the director had Sunil in mind, Sunil is not a Tamilian or a Kannadiga. Director is a Tamilian, we are Kannada, that he comes from Telugu. It didn't matter. He fitted it fine. And Varu I think is somebody who worked with me earlier and she fitted that particular role very well.
Okay.
It's not even an effort because Varu has already come in Manikya. Why will I put that effort here? Correct. She's already come in Manikya. I brought her here about 12 years back. When 12 years back when we did Manikya, that time it was not that case. She just fitted it fine. See, that is how our mind operates. That's all it is. And half I think 80% of the other casting is from here only.
Okay.
All are from here. So it doesn't matter, sir. It's a story. Like when Rajamouli sir put me to Eager, was it a conscious effort? For what?
Okay. There's a reason why I asked that question. Correct. I understand.
He just took me from here to there.
Correct.
Not in that I had a market in Telugu or something.
Correct.
He took me because he just thought I fitted it fine.
Correct.
But that's all.
But when it was Eager, the film was made in Tamil, in Telugu, and dubbed into various other languages.
Not Kannada.
Correct. It wasn't in Kannada. So you fitted the character, and
that's
it was done in Telugu. But then the reason I asked you this question is, I don't want to take names, but let's be quite honest. Sometimes this is a Kannada film dubbed into other languages. So when you bring in actors from different languages, when they're unable to lip sync or get the emotions right, it hasn't worked well with the Kannada audience earlier in a couple of films. I can name films, but I don't want to do it. So how does that work? I mean, would you agree with me?
Varu speaks Kannada.
Okay.
And Sunil has spoken Kannada very well.
Okay.
So those are the only two characters, and I think it all worked fine.
Okay. Now, everyone's asked you this question, and I'm now no different. 25th, Max is coming in, and 20th, UI is coming in. Now, if you were the decision maker, and if you had a choice, would you have preponed or postponed the release date?
See, I think getting to know that KP is a very close friend of mine and it is his production, Venus's production. Definitely, yes. Definitely, it's not that we want to be competitive with our friends, no.
Correct.
Keep aside Upendra Sir's film. These two are my dear friends.
Correct.
We wouldn't. But then those dear friends will also understand that their friend will not do something deliberately.
Correct.
That math works for me.
Yeah.
I don't care about others what they think. There is a set of holidays right now and two films. It is not a Telugu Tamil release. Two Kannada films can afford to release at a gap of 5 to 6 days. And there are theatres, there is business, there are holidays. If we don't encash it now, it goes next year. Next year after Sankranti, there are no releases. There are no holidays. After that comes exam. After that comes IPL. So we go where?
Yeah.
There has been a delay. We were supposed to come August, September. It is not even now. We were supposed to come August.
Correct.
There was a trailer which said soon, sooner, soonest.
Correct. Yeah.
That means we were ready then only when nobody had announced.
Correct.
There was a delay. But then, if you don't come now, when? So when we spoke about it, producer had his own reasons. Not that we wouldn't have spoken about it. Why? There were reasons given. And there were certain clause which he has signed that this has to come within 31st of December. Otherwise, his whatever understanding with certain companies will be questioned.
The other reason is, now let us hope that both the films do well, and I wish for that to happen. But you need to explain this to me because I'm just asking this question. Now, let us assume that on the 20th, UI opens to good reviews, does very well, okay, and yeah, everyone's happy with the content, the output of the film. You coming in 5 days later, won't there be any issues with single screen theatres? Because you're a mass hero, he's a mass hero. So, won't there be any issues with theatres? I'm asking you. Multiplexes, I understand.
Rightfully, there's a thought. There are two beautiful hotels in the same road. Both are doing well. How should it matter? It shouldn't matter. And if that review is strong, my release shouldn't affect. If my film is good, already let's say 5 days, what the audience have already seen UI. Those 5 days are coming for my next 5 days. So there are newer crowd going into UI and the UI's older crowd is coming to see my film. You get my point?
Yeah.
They're already 5 days old.
We're not talking about the audience here.
No, I'm talking about the audience only. Audience is what is money.
Theatres.
Theatre is not about, theatre people don't give us money, audience give us money.
Correct.
Why are we talking about any other angle? 5 days old film, let's say those 5 days you have seen already UI. So 6th day you are planning to see my film. Correct? Over. And if somebody, without even seeing that film, first day is coming to my film, that means he is my first day spectator who is not ready to see another film. So why are we blaming him? Maybe these 5 days, whatever people have seen that film, may not even come for my film, and my film has a different set of audience. Now that is something, something that you cannot answer, I cannot answer. How many theatres are there in Karnataka? Not every theatre releases the same film. They only won't give. Correct? Let's say Max is filling the other set of theatres.
Okay.
If there are 500, 600 theatres over here, approximately, you mean to say one film is going to give a thing to all the 600 theatres?
No, but then...
it's a question. Let's talk. Let's say in JP Nagar there are 2 theatres.
Correct.
Both the theatres are next to each other. Let's say that.
Yeah.
Would you give for both? No.
No.
I'm coming in the other. Let's say what you have left over. So first choice is yours.
Okay.
The best theatres. Leftovers I'm coming. So let's say I'm taking care of the other leftovers. How should that affect you, sir?
Okay, but if you had a choice, you would have pushed it.
If I had a choice, I would have been thinking about it right from day one. These situations don't come. I think I plan my films, my everything, at least to the extent that I can be perfect. But though perfection is a very bad word, all right, it doesn't happen all the time with one person. But I'm telling you, if I feel KP and those people are my friends and I think good for them, I'm sure they are also my friends and they think good for me. I would like to think that way. If as friends they think that I'm trying to do something over here, though I'm not the decision maker, but then there is a problem here, sir. The problem being, I wouldn't be in a spot where I would want to hamper, damper another
Correct.
colleague's friend of mine.
Correct.